Ahoy mateys. Alright, this is another Cooking with the Captain. The only difference is we're making deviled eggs this time. So strap yourselves in. There will be a few edits because I don't need to show you the 12 minutes it takes water to boil. So let's get to work on that. Here's our pot. There's the dirty sink. We're going to fill this about halfway, so right about there. Alright, so then we're going to pop this on high, inside burner only, high, and then we're going to set a timer for 10 minutes to check the water, and we will be back at that point. Alright, the water is almost ready. We've got a little over 2 minutes left on the timer, so let's grab the eggs. We got 1 dozen jumbo white eggs. Alright, once the water is boiling, oh, these are cold. Woo! Talk about cold. Love jumbo eggs. Look at this. That puppy's huge. Takes up the whole screen. Anyway, once the water's boiling, we will gently lower them in with these. Okay, hold on. Alright, the egg water is boiling. So you want to put these in gently. Don't worry if any of them are lightly cracked, not completely cracked. It'll spew out a little bit, but they'll be just fine. Now, the reason you want to have the water boiling first is because you're going to cook these for exactly 15 minutes in the boiling water. So we're doing a dozen today. We usually do a little bit more. I'll show you. One of them is cracked, and I can show you that it's leaking out a little bit, but it's going to be fine. There's 11 and 12. That is not a jumbo egg. So, alright, check this out. You can see that this one is leaking on the bottom, but it'll be fine. So we're going to let that cook for 15 minutes. Timer, 15, timer. Alright, so obviously it's going to be a little bit longer than that, but this will give us, right, hard-boiled eggs, and then we will start the process for deviled eggs. So I'm going to pause here, and in like an instant you're going to see me come back and the eggs will be done. Alright, so we are ready, turn the timer off, to cool these. Yes, I pulled them 30 seconds early because they were already in the water for 30 seconds, just for the shot. So, cold water. And what we're going to do is tip out most of the hot water. Look at that steam. There's no broken egg. It'll be alright. And we're going to fill it up with cold water. And we're going to take another 10-minute break. And basically we're going to do that until they're cool enough to go into the fridge for a few hours so that we can shell them. So that's it for that. and we'll be back when it's time to shell them. Alright, so the eggs have been cooling, so let's dump the water again. Get most of the warm-ish hot water out of there. Not anywhere near as much steam this time. And we'll fill it back up. There we go. We'll fill it back up with cold water. Just to cover the eggs. I don't want to waste any. Okay. And by the time these cool down, it will be time to stick them in the fridge. Alright, the eggs have sufficiently cooled. So we are going to stick them in the container. There's the broken one. To chill for a couple hours. Then we will shell them and we will cut them in half. Alright, so throw this in the fridge. Now, these are the fresh eggs. These are the hard-boiled eggs. I think we'll be fine. There's a few missing from that one. And, well, that's it. We'll take care of them when they're done being shelled. Hey guys, so the eggs have chilled overnight. And they are good to be shucked. We're gonna take the shells off. So, when you hard-boil them correctly, the shells come off rather quickly. So, I'm going to most likely speed up the edit here and shell these out. So I'm going to stop talking because I don't want to sound like a chipmunk. And that's the last egg. So I'm going to have to adjust the camera down a little bit so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Here's all the eggshells. We'll get rid of these. So let me adjust the camera so that I know you can see the plate. Okay. Let me grab a knife. I'm actually grabbing a few more things than just a knife, and I'll show you why. Alright, so we're making classic deviled eggs. I need mayonnaise. I need a little tiny bit of mustard. I need this bag of which to mix in. I am going to need a spoon. I forgot the spoon. I'll go back for the spoon. Alright, Superman today. So, we're going to take each of the eggs and we're going to cut it right in half. Alright, right in half like that. We got 12 eggs. That's going to give us 24 deviled eggs. 24 deviled eggs will not fit on this plate. So it's a good thing I have the magical doubling plate. Or as I say, came prepared. So let's start cutting some on this plate too. You can see that the 15-minute cooking gave the perfect yellow cooked yolk. No green, no undercook, just a really nice cooked yolk. And that will help with our flavor. Now this one has a crack in it, you can't see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the crack on one side so that when we cut it, at least one side will be good to fill. If not both, we'll see how deep the crack is. And I saved the weird one for last. This is the egg that was cracked already when it went into the water. Let's see what it looks like. So this one looks kind of funky, but hey, it'll do. Okay, now the reason I grabbed this baggie is because in this baggie we're going to mix our ingredients, and we're going to turn this baggie into a piping bag. So I'm going to dump the yolks into the bag and collect the yolks so we can make the deviled egg mixture. You like deviled eggs? I hope so, especially if you made it this far along. You didn't see that, but I caught it. Always make sure you have a clean prep surface before you start. That way if you drop something, you're not worried about it. Alright, if you're enjoying Cooking with the Captain, any of these videos so far, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, check out the rest of the channel. Alright, this one broke in half. This one will not be fillable with egg stuff. So now that one no longer exists. So now we're down to 23. My daughter and I love classic deviled eggs. I don't like the deviled eggs. You see what ingredients I have here? That's it. I do not like the deviled eggs that put celery and whatever else people put into deviled eggs, or even just the ratio difference. I mean, even the crunch isn't even the biggest deal. I mean, sometimes you pick up a deviled egg and you sniff it and you're like, no, that is not going to be one I want to eat. This is your classic mayonnaise and mustard deviled egg. And yes, on top, which I didn't grab that yet either. I'll grab it when I grab my spoon. What am I missing? Comment below. What am I missing? I'll tell you at the end. Okay. So, got all that mixed in here. We're going to end up mushing all these together. But we need just a little bit. Shake this first. need a little bit of mustard. That's it. I don't know why. A little bit of mustard. I need a spoon for that. Did you comment below what else I was missing? That's right. Smoked paprika. I don't know if there's really a difference between paprika and smoked paprika, but it's what we have, so it's what we're using. Alright, so as I make different quantities of this, I don't ever really have an established quantity. So I'm making a dozen. I did about a tablespoon of mustard, and I'm doing 3 large scoops of mayonnaise. It's about that size. Okay, now we're going to use the bag to clean up the spoon. Close this up. Now, going to close the bag, get rid of a lot of the air. Now we're going to start the mixing process. Now the basic mixing process is the fact that each one of these yolks is really solid and needs to be broken down to almost nothingness. So that's the biggest key. Until the yolks are completely broken down, the mayonnaise and the mustard aren't even going to mix into everything. So alright, we're going to try and spread this down back to the bottom of the bag where everything is. It's a little bit of a process. I mean, I guess if you've got a mixing bowl or you want to actually dirty your mixer for something like this, I don't see that that would be a problem. But doing it this way to me allows me to just clip a corner off this bag when I'm done. Alright, hold this closed so it doesn't go up top. And then just pipe it out. Okay. So, what do I think about my consistency now? Seems good. Color looks about right. So, before we pipe it out, we're going to run it back down to the bottom again. Again, this could be considered kerf floss, the stuff that's stuck inside the bag that never got piped out. I keep thinking I'm seeing chunks of mayonnaise, but there's a white label on the bag. Guess I should do it this way. Yeah, everything looks uniform color now. Alright, that's one direction. Now let's get them all in the sink. Sorry. Dad jokes. Alright, that's good enough actually. Got everybody in the bottom of the bag. And let's make ourselves a piping hole. I will say the one thing I noticed about this bag is it has an inverted lip. So the piping hole might end up being huge. Yeah. Okay, let's pipe these out. Might be able to do 2 at a time. These are not going to be the neatest ones because, again, I didn't realize this bag now has 2 openings. So, but you know what? They taste exactly the same when they're done. Let's see if I can just do one at a time. Nope. Alright, so maybe we'll fast forward this bit and get you to see the end product. Okay, that was messy. So, we got some very not pretty looking devil eggs, and now we got paprika. And paprika, now don't do that to me. Paprika, apparently, opens with a flip lid, not a screw lid. So, let's sprinkle on the paprika. Alright, now, there we have it. 23 deviled eggs. So, you know what they say, you can't be a good chef unless you volunteer to taste your work. That's perfect. That is perfect. I got my hand all messy. So, take care. Have a blessed day. We'll catch up with you later.